The Al Falah University, that has become the epicenter of the Delhi blast investigation, is in serious trouble. The government has ordered a crackdown that is now looking at its legal status and funding. A forensic audit is underway. The ED has swooped in as well. The university may be denying the terror attack, but here is the fact, actually multiple facts. At least 5 doctors associated with the Faridabad-based medical school have been directly linked to the Delhi blast. Dr. Umar, who as we now know was the suicide bomber. Dr. Muzammil, who had stockpiled 358 kgs of ammonium nitrate and 20 timers at his residence. Dr. Adil, who again stockpiled and transported ammunition and weapons. Dr. Shaheen, you know her, the lady doctor from Lucknow, the logistical coordinator and fundraiser of this module. And then the police today has arrested another doctor, Dr. Farooq, who is an alumni of Al Falah, but was currently working in Hapur. That's 5 of them. The police, in fact, is now on the hunt for another doctor who taught at this 700-acre university. Dr. Nisar, just by the way, was dismissed by the Jammu and Kashmir governor, Manoj Sinha, for activities against the state way back in 2023. He was promptly hired by the Al Falah University without even a basic background check. Also under arrest, ladies and gentlemen, is Maulvi Ishtiyaq, the imam of the Al Falah Mosque. He had stockpiled 2,500 kgs of explosives at his home within the campus. Now, 7 people directly linked to a terror attack that has killed 13 Indians are from your campus. If room number 13 in your campus has become a war room for a sleeper cell, then questions will be raised about what exactly the environment was within this university. Many people today are calling Al Falah the Murid K of Haryana. But one of its own students, whose identity we are concealing, is saying that the atmosphere in the campus was like, to quote him, Pakistan. Take a look.
ऐसा क्यों? एमडी मेडिसिन था वो, इमरजेंसी मेडिसिन में उसने एमडी कर रखी थी। और जैसे बट डॉक्टर शाहीन को देख के तो कोई कह ही नहीं सकता।
ये डॉक्टर शाहीन, मुजम्मिल और एक और उमर नाम है, उमर। तो ये क्या आपस में ही रहते थे या अभी तक पता नहीं चला कभी? ये आपस में कभी बात करो यहाँ पे
कभी साथ नहीं रहते थे।
अच्छा,
हमने कभी नहीं देखा था।
लेकिन इसका कहते हैं मुजम्मिल का कि अलग किस्म का आदमी था ये।
मुजम्मिल नहीं, उमर था थोड़ा अलग किस्म का। क्लास में आया तो लड़के लड़कियां अलग बैठे, बदतमीज से बात करना।
ऐसा
उमर
बातों से कभी कुछ ऐसा कुछ बातें की
ना, तो वो हमसे तो ऐसी बातें नहीं करता था। बट जो उसका एक वो था ना कि इस्लामिक वही,
अच्छा कट्टर था वो।
कट्टर था
बच्चा, उसकी बातों से पता चलता था। जैसे लड़का लड़की के साथ में उसका टेम्परामेंट कैसा था, किसी बच्चे को खड़ा कर दिया, 45 मिनट खड़ा करके बैठ जाने को, वो आज की
अच्छा ऐसा
वो आज की अकेड में रहा था अलग। उसे गुड इवनिंग, वैसे डॉक्टर्स में तो ऐसा होता है, हम यूजुअली विश करते हैं सीनियर्स को, हम उसे विश करते थे, सीधा निकल जाता था, विश कर कुछ मिस करता था।
तो आप लोगों ने कभी कंप्लेन नहीं किया उसकी कि मतलब
किस बात में? टीचर अगर है तो इगोइस्टिक है टीचर,
कंप्लेन हम कैसे करेंगे क्योंकि यहाँ का माहौल ही ऐसा है।
मतलब कैसा माहौल? कैसा है माहौल?
एकदम कंजर्वेटिव, मतलब मिनी पाकिस्तान इस्लामिक।
ऐसा
तो देखो,
मतलब कह सकते हैं यार, ऐसा ही
लड़कियों को
है।
7 बजे के बाद यहाँ से बात करनी
कंपल्सरी,
यूनिवर्सिटी में हिजाब पहनना कंपल्सरी है।
हाँ, तुम रिटर्न में नहीं पहन सकते।
रिटर्न में है ऐसा, या बस
गोल बना रखा है, बना रखा है
कि लड़कियां शॉर्ट्स में नहीं घूम सकती, और 7 बजे के बाद गर्ल्स को अलाउ ही नहीं करते।
का लॉक हो जाता है,
लॉक हो जाता है 7 बजे के बाद, उन्हें बाहर नहीं निकलना है।
तो आप लोग कैसे निकलते हो फिर?
हम तो लड़के,
अच्छा लड़के निकल सकते हैं?
लड़के तो कहीं से भी निकल के
नहीं, मतलब सोचिए आप एक कॉलेज कैंपस में अगर AK-47 और इस तरीके से,
बहुत शॉकिंग है हमारे लिए भी।
कभी आप लोगों ने सुना नहीं होगा ना किस तरीके से?
नहीं, ये हमारे एक मूवी सीन की तरह, ये जैसा मूवी में देखते हैं कि अच्छा इस कॉलेज में रोज ही उड़ाते थे।
मतलब ये कब से पढ़ा रहा है ये उमर?
उमर 2 साल से यहाँ पे, और शाहीन मैम तो स्टार्टिंग तुम लोगों को पता चल गया,
पकड़ लिया मैंने ना, उसके रिलेटिव है।
अच्छा ये यहाँ के चेयरमैन की
न्यूज के पहले तो पुलिस यहाँ एक आध बार आ चुकी होगी ना, यहाँ पे पुलिस आती रहती है, यहाँ पे ऐसे कांड होते हैं। जैसे बीच में हमारे मेडिसिन के एक सर थे, सारे उनकी वो काली क्रेटा में घूमते, JK01 नंबर है उनका, वो उन पे केस है पूरा जम्मू कश्मीर।
अभी है यहाँ पे
है, अभी वो फरार है, पता नहीं निकल रहा।
तो ये उमर 2 साल से यहाँ पढ़ा रहा था, मुजम्मिल 5 साल से पढ़ा रहा था।
Now, the Al Falah University on its part is saying that it has nothing to do with the doctor's module and is being unnecessarily targeted. But they have no explanation as to how explosives were found from their campus and why, despite increasing radicalization that this one doctor you just heard is talking about within the campus, they kept their eyes shut to it.
क्वेश्चंस उठाए जा रहे हैं यूनिवर्सिटी पे, ट्रस्ट पे, उसके फंड रेजिंग पे कि अरब कंट्रीज के कुछ लोग हर साल आते थे और अरब कंट्रीज से फंड मिलता था ट्रस्ट को, क्या कहेंगे इस पर?
इस तरह की कोई भी बात अल फलाह यूनिवर्सिटी के फंड के अकाउंट्स में किसी भी चीज में कहीं से कोई भी फंड, कोई भी बाहर से आने वाला आदमी कोई हमारे अल फलाह यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं आया है। जहां तक मेरी जानकारी कोई भी नहीं आया है। इस बात को मैं पूरी तरीके से आपको आश्वस्त कर सकता हूं। सर, एक आखिरी सवाल,
नैक ने आज शो कॉज नोटिस इशू किया है, कहा है कि जो आप लोगों ने ए ग्रेड दिया था वो 2016 और 2018 में ही एक्सपायर हो गया और यूनिवर्सिटी तो को कभी एक्रेडिट किया ही नहीं था नैक ने।
इस बारे में मुझे मैडम कोई जानकारी नहीं है कि नैक ने क्या वो दिया है और क्या उनका नोटिस आया है। इस बारे में मुझे कोई खास जानकारी नहीं है।
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Al Falah University started as an engineering college in 1997 and was given UGC status in 2014. Today, it is a 70-acre behemoth that runs a medical college and an 800-bed super specialty hospital. Run by a trust, 40% of its students are from Kashmir. The university, by its founders, was pitched to students across Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir and the Mewat region as an affordable alternative to Jamia Millia and the Aligarh Muslim University. And as we speak of the university, a mega Times Now exclusive on your screens now. What you're seeing on your screens is the so-called terror den Al Falah. This is the place where investigators are saying that doctors, at least 7 of them, piled ammunition and allegedly planned acts of terror. Ladies and gentlemen, these are exclusive drone shots of the 70-acre Al Falah University. These pictures lay bare the network and the locations at the heart of the investigation. Let me go straight across to Priyank, who is joining us on the broadcast. Priyank, as we are seeing these drone pictures of the Al Falah University, can I ask you what its status is right now? Are classes still going on? Is the university shut? What's the status?
See, Shreya, this university is still functioning, but the manner in which the management has come under scanner is certainly a worrying thing. Javed Ahmed Siddiqui is the Registrar General, who is the Vice Chancellor of this particular university, and his role is also under coming scanner because of the 7 organizations which was operated by him. What we are getting to know that these individuals used to get donation in the name of trust, and that particular money was pumped into religious activity instead of that money being made for the developmental work of this particular university. These group of individuals actually started various colleges, taking an inspiration, so-called inspiration, I would say, in the name of Sir Syed, who had launched the Aligarh Muslim University, which was particularly for the minority, and there were other students who were also allowed to study there. But the manner in which this particular organization, which was made in the name of donation, was used for terror activity, is certainly a worrying thing. That's why you rightly said that ED and other organizations who are capable enough for forensic audit will be pitched in so that the NIA can get more detail about the funding which was being made for this university.
All right. For the moment, they are denying any foreign funding. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Priyank. As Al Falah faces an existential crisis, the opposition has targeted the government over its failures. But today, it was one opposition leader who has made headlines. P. Chidambaram, the former Home Minister of India, once again has raised the issue of homegrown terrorists. He tweeted, and I'm quoting from it now, "I have maintained before and after the Pahalgam terror attack that there are two kinds of terrorists: foreign-trained infiltrated terrorists and homegrown terrorists. I said so in Parliament during the debates on Operation Sindoor, but I was mocked and trolled for the reference to homegrown terrorists." The point of this tweet is we should ask ourselves, what are the circumstances that turn Indian citizens, even educated people, into terrorists? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the BJP was quick to react and said Mr. Chidambaram was giving a clean chit to Pakistan with his statement. His party, that has already burnt its fingers, distanced itself from the comment, but the BJP was relentless.
One has to understand that the fight against terror, there are only two sides. You are either fighting against terror and against the terrorists, or you are standing with them. There is no middle path. Mr. Chidambaram and the Congress party would do well to meet the families of the victims to explain their point of view. And this apologist approach towards those who have failed their country.
आप जो है कब तक आतंकवाद और अलगाववाद के प्रायोजित प्रवक्ता की भूमिका निभाते रहेंगे? आप राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के मुद्दे पर जब देश एक सुर में बोल रहा है, एक साथ बोल रहा है खड़ा होकर, तो आप जो है वो किसी और के सुर में मिलाते हुए दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं।
पी चिदम्बरम यूपीए 1 यूपीए 2 में भी इस तरह की बात करते थे, लेकिन जो चिदम्बरम जी के समय पे जो कुछ हुआ उनके बतौर गृह मंत्री, तकरीबन 50 से ज्यादा मुसलमान लड़के इनोसेंट 12 साल बाद 15 साल बाद हाई कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जरिए बाइज्जत बरी हुए। होम ग्रोन बाहर ग्रोन का मामला नहीं है, ये आतंकवाद की जड़ें दिल्ली तक कैसे पहुंचे?
The politics though did not end there. Take a look.
जम्मू कश्मीर का हर बाशिंदा आतंकवादी नहीं है। जब हम हर जम्मू कश्मीर के बाशिंदे को और बिलखसूस हर कश्मीरी मुसलमान को एक ही नजरिए से देखना शुरू करते हैं और ये तासुर देना शुरू करते हैं कि हर कश्मीरी मुसलमान जो है वो आतंकवादी है, तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल होता है। जो लोग इस हादसे के लिए कसूरवार हैं उन्हें पकड़ के सख्त से सख्त सजा मिलनी चाहिए, लेकिन जो बेगुनाह लोग हैं उन्हें इससे बाहर रखना होगा। ये कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है कि पढ़े लिखे लोग जो हैं वो इन चीजों में नहीं पढ़ते?
हम लोग तो ये कहते हैं कि जामिया मिलिया इस्लामिया से क्यों इस तरह की बातें आती हैं, अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी से क्यों इस तरह की बातें आती हैं, आज वहां से फरीदाबाद से क्यों इस तरह की हरकत आ रही है?
तो क्या आप अपनी तरफ से प्रस्ताव रखेंगे कि यूपी सरकार ऐसे शिक्षक संस्थान जो प्राइवेट मेडिकल
हमारी संस्थान तो काम करती ही है, अभी मदरसों को क्यों बंद किया, मदरसों को क्यों हम लोगों ने जांच दायरे में लाया? जहां शिकायत मिलेगी जरूर कार्रवाई करेंगे।
The Congress, ladies and gentlemen, is now officially asking for the winter session to be preponed to discuss the terror attack. They are also questioning why it took the government 48 hours to call the blast a terror incident.
Yes, it took them 48 hours. Perhaps they were waiting for the Prime Minister to either return from Bhutan. We want to know if anybody in this government will take responsibility of the intelligence failure. It's not the first time that there is an intelligence failure. There has been intelligence failure in Pahalgam too. Manoj Sinha himself admitted. Close to the capital, in Faridabad, you've recovered 2,900 kilograms of explosive material. That too by chance, because Kashmir police found somebody putting a poster, and that's how they tracked him down. Some senior person in the government, the Home Minister, needs to take responsibility. They should learn from what happened in 26/11 when our Home Minister took responsibility and resigned.
My guest this evening for a very quick 20-minute chat, Radhika Khera, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Good evening. Thank you very much. Wing Commander Acharya, Spokesperson of the Congress Party, joining us on the broadcast. And Advocate Anmol Panwar, National Spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, joining us on the broadcast as well. Radhika Khera, I'm going to start with you because today it is the BJP that has taken an offense to what Mr. Chidambaram has tweeted. Now, I want to ask you what is so offensive about the tweet. He is stating a fact. He is saying that there is homegrown terror, which means terrorists who are radicalized here in India and they are Indian citizens, and there are terrorists who infiltrate from across the border. He's saying this. Then he's also asking, we need to introspect on why educated young people are joining the ranks of terror. He's saying these two things. Why is it so offensive for the BJP? Why are they saying that Mr. Chidambaram is giving a clean chit to Pakistan?
Good evening. to everyone. Shreya, I think what needs to be done is that the Congress needs to introspect first. And they need to first decide whether they stand with the nation or, like Rahul Gandhi declared from Indira Bhavan, that his fight was against the Indian state. That we are seeing clearly unfold every time there's an attack. When there's an attack, they question the airstrikes, they question the army. They are ready to believe President Trump, they're ready to believe Pakistan, but they do not believe our own army chief, our air force chief and our navy chief and all our soldiers who come out and do press conferences and say कि हमने 8 जहाज गिराए हैं. But no, if Trump says something, Rahul Gandhi followed by his entire gang will go and believe him. No, but they will not believe our heroes. So what they need to do is introspect. Every time that Pakistan tries to spread terror in India, you have there's this entire politics that we are seeing, Shreya, who come out in support of Pakistan, and then their statements, their tweets are then shown by Pakistan in the UN and across everywhere on their news channels. They will show Rahul Gandhi's statement, they will show Rahul Gandhi's tweet, they will also show P. Chidambaram's tweet. When tomorrow we bring this out in front of the world and when we go and hit at the terror camps or something happens, then these Pakistanis will again show, but P. Chidambaram said this and he is a member and the main leader and the former finance minister who still prepares all the जितने भी चुनाव के घोषणा पत्र होते हैं वो भी यही तय करते हैं. So he is the main man and Congress needs to decide whether they stand with the country or not. They can't keep questioning the country every time and then say कि हमने तो देश की आजादी के लिए अपनी जान दे दी, आज तो लोगों की जानें जा रही हैं, तो why are you hurting when Pakistan being called out? You stand with PDP who is a part of your Indi Thakbandhan who says कि इन लोगों को प्लीज ध्यान से पूछताछ करिए, इनको ऐसा मत समझिए कि इन्होंने कोई गुनाह किया है. You stand with Omar Abdullah who's a part of your alliance who say कि they're just being, अभी तो बातचीत हो रही है, आप कैसे किसी को कह सकते हैं कि वो कुछ कर रहे हैं. You stand with the Aam Aadmi Party who says कि रोजगार और रोटी होनी चाहिए, रोजगार तो था ना, that is why these people were being paid 4 lakh, 5 lakh rupees and dropped out.
No, there is a point when there is a question being raised about we need to introspect why educated people are joining the ranks of terror. This is not the first time that educated people are joining the ranks of terror. You have had PhD scholars and you have had surgeons, and there are ample examples across the world, even in India, where you have had educated people become terrorists, pick up the gun and become terrorists. In this case, that argument doesn't hold, given the fact that one of the doctors who has been arrested from Saharanpur was actually earning a salary of 4 lakh rupees. So how can we question the circumstances under which he became a terrorist? He had everything. He had privilege, he had an education, he had a great job, he had the hospital that he worked for in Saharanpur was not just giving him a great salary, it was also giving him a home. So he had everything. He had paisa, he had izzat, he had rutba, and yet if he decides to join the ranks of terror, then, well, I don't know what circumstances we are questioning here. But anyhow, Wing Commander Acharya, please come in here, because the charge against Mr. P. Chidambaram is one where the BJP is saying, like always, he is giving cover fire to the Pakistanis. He is giving a clean chit to the Pakistanis. Why is he speaking about homegrown terror? We all know who sponsored this terror attack. We all know it.
Jai Hind, Shreya. I think I am waiting for the official press release from the Ministry of Home Affairs or NIA or an agency which actually is accountable and responsible for all of it. Because as a responsible opposition, the Congress always stood in solidarity with the government whenever a terrorist attack has taken place, or even the ingression of China happened. Only thing we have been requesting that we all should be, as a nation, should be on the same page, and therefore we are demanding an early winter session, and also we are asking for an all-party meeting. The problem here is the Prime Minister thinks that it is way below his level to attend the all-party meet. Whenever we have asked for it, Prime Minister has absented himself. Here we have seen intelligence failure time and again, and we are not learning any lesson. We all know, it all has happened. I am not going for it. I am a defense officer of 25 years, so I know if it is coming from the authorized sources, I would believe it. If it is a press release from NIA or Ministry of Home Affairs or Ministry of Defense, I am all for it.
So the cabinet issues a note after a CCS meet. We need to believe that. That's the apex body of the government of this country. They have called it a terror incident. They have said the perpetrators and the conspirators will not be buckshot. What else do we need right now?
know why they say zero tolerance, they will be brought to justice. It is happening time and again. I still do not know what happened to that DSP Devinder Singh who was bringing the terrorists to the national capital. Nobody knows what is happening.
Anuma ji, but you have not answered the question I asked you. Anuma ji, chaliye, the Congress demanding an early winter session, I give you. ठीक है, very good. You can, you're the opposition, you should demand for it. But I'm asking you about Mr. P. Chidambaram's statement. You have still not said anything. Please answer my question.
I don't want to derail this very important debate.
Madam, I understand that. I have let you have your say, but at least answer the question that is being asked, because, you know, a debate has multiple parts.
I understand that, but I know where you want to take it. Whereas the important thing is that...
Which means you're embarrassed about what Mr. P. Chidambaram has said. Right? You're embarrassed about what Mr. P. Chidambaram has said, which is why you don't want to answer it. Right?
See, all I am saying, why are you not asking this question? Why the Home Minister is not taking the responsibility of the lapses? Why they have given a press release only after 48 hours that this is a terrorist attack? Why time and again the explosives are coming into country and we are not learning from any previous lessons, whether it is Pulwama, whether it is Pelgam, whether it is today? We are not taking any lessons from all the incidents which are happening inside the country.
I will let Radhika Kheda respond to that. But again, I'm putting it on record that we have officially asked the Congress party about their comments on Mr. P. Chidambaram's tweet, and you're not responding to it because you are clearly embarrassed. Even you know that he has his tweet has misfired once again.
1 second.
That it was a wrong tweet at the wrong time.
Out of proportion, Shreya ji, because you yourself had read out the entire tweet and you asked this to BJP spokesperson. What is wrong in that? You yourself has talked about it. Everybody who knows the normal English would understand what is
Chalo, theek hai. Which means you agree with Radhika Kheda and her analysis of the tweet. Theek hai, chalo, that tab to baat hi khatam ho gayi.
Sitting here to talk about somebody's tweet. I am sitting here to talk about that national.
Okay, you are talking about. Theek hai. Okay, now that you have made your position clear, I will not waste your time. Now that you have made your position clear, I will not waste your time or anyone else's time. Let us take the questions that you have raised to the BJP spokesperson. Radhika, the question that is coming in from the opposition is, why has it taken 48 hours for the government of India to officially decide that this was a terror incident? And even there, they are not calling it a terror attack, they are calling it a terror incident. The criticism also is, why has Pakistan or Jaish not been named, given the fact that our investigative agencies are telling us that the web of this plot actually came through Turkey via Pakistan?
First of all, there were a few things that the Congress spokesperson raised. She was talking about an early winter session. There can be as many sessions as they want, Shreya, but they have to give it in writing. Let her please tell the nation in front of you that they will listen to what the government is saying and not stage a walkout when the Prime Minister or the Home Minister speaks, and they will not shout and do drama in the well. If they're ready to listen, there will be as many sessions as they want, and they have to promise, because their national spokesperson promise on your channel and take responsibility that the आम जनता का पैसा बर्बाद नहीं किया जाएगा जैसे पिछले 11 साल से ये लोग कर रहे हैं. हमारा पैसा हमारी देश की सुरक्षा के लिए इस्तेमाल होना चाहिए, लोगों के नागरिकों के घर चलाने के लिए, खाना मिलने के लिए.
Now you are doing goalmole, Radhika. Now please answer the question.
I will come to every question. I will not run away from any question. Second, she says, why are we not learning? Of course we've learned. We've learned 26/11 के बाद गृह मंत्री जाके 4 बार कपड़े नहीं बदलते हैं. स्टेट की चीफ मिनिस्टर वहां जाके राम गोपाल वर्मा को नहीं लेकर जाते हैं कि अगली पिक्चर में क्या शूटिंग हो. तीसरी बात, No, you can come in after I finish. Now, when you talk about क्या हो रहा है, हमारी एजेंसी, श्रेया, मैं हिंदी में समझा देती हूँ ताकि सबको अच्छे से समझ आए. हमारी एजेंसीज की तत्परता से ही हमने एक बहुत बड़ा हमला खत्म होने से रोक दिया. वो पैनिक में टेररिस्ट ने अपनी कार में ब्लास्ट किया क्योंकि उसको पकड़ने जा रहे थे. कैजुअलिटी बहुत ज्यादा हो सकती थी, इसकी घटना बहुत बड़ी हो सकती थी, एंड वी सीन हाउ much explosives have been caught and are continuously kitni parte khul rahi hain, and we all know what Pakistan is up to, and it is not stopping. As far as what term has been used and who is going to be blamed, the agencies are doing their work. India is a very रिस्पॉन्सिबल कंट्री. जब तक हर चीज का प्रूफ हमारे पास नहीं होता है और जब तक हम उसको प्रूफ नहीं करेंगे, हम कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. तीसरी बात, इन्होंने कहा कि आई एम अ फॉर्मर, she's from the armed forces, and I will believe when there's an official statement, madam. हमारे आर्मी चीफ, एयरफोर्स चीफ और नेवी चीफ ने कहा था कि कितने प्लेन गिरे हैं, कहा था हमने घर में घुस के मारा है, तो राहुल गांधी विश्वास क्यों नहीं करते? क्यों नहीं विश्वास करते राहुल जी? पूछ के बताइए। आपको लगा नहीं कि क्या? आई हैव अ 10-second question from the Congress spokesperson. Please take that forward. I didn't speak over her, Shreya, and I expect the same dignity from the Congress spokesperson. I didn't speak over anyone, and I never do.
Can we just?
I have a simple question.
Go ahead.
I have a simple question. ये एक फॉर्मर डिफेंस पर्सनल है, क्या इनका दिल नहीं दुखा जब राहुल गांधी ने हमारे आर्मी पर्सनल की, हमारे आर्मी चीफ, हमारे सब एयरफोर्स चीफ, नेवी चीफ की बात मानने से मना कर दिया? क्या इन्होंने राहुल गांधी से वो सवाल पूछा इस नाते से कि वो एक फॉर्मर एयरफोर्स के ऑफिसर रह चुकी है कि आपने क्यों नहीं मानी हमारे तीनों सेना चीफ प्रमुखों की बात? क्यों आप ट्रंप की बात पे या पाकिस्तान की ट्वीट्स पे विश्वास करते हैं? क्यों राहुल जी आपकी ट्वीट्स, आप पोस्टर बॉय है पाकिस्तान की, क्या हमारे ये फॉर्मर एयरफोर्स ऑफिसर ने राहुल जी से ये बात पूछी थी?
Let me just get in Advocate Panwar here as well. He's been patiently listening to both of you. Advocate Panwar, at least, you know, the one thing you'll say about the Congress party is that they are raising legitimate questions and they are making legitimate demands. What is the Aam Aadmi Party doing? I have deliberately not put out what Saurabh Bharadwaj of your party has been tweeting since morning. Does he have nothing better to do? On one part, he's showing the chief minister meeting one victim, and on the other part, he's showing the prime minister of this country meeting the same victim and saying that the pictures are doctored, that the wounds that have been dressed up for the prime minister. मतलब चल क्या रहा है? कोई तो तुक की बात कर लीजिए ना. This is a serious issue. Can you put out such non-serious issues in front of the people of this country?
Shreya ji, certainly this is a very serious issue, and with the arrest of a women doctor, Shaheen Shahid, whose involvement have been established with Jaish-e-Mohammed and who was allegedly tasked with setting up JEM's women wing in India. The involvement of Jaish in this attack now stands established, yet even after 72 hours, not once has the central government or Modi government uttered the name of Pakistan. Pakistan के नाम से ये लोग लेने से ये लोग घबरा रहे हैं, because it was our Prime Minister Narendra Modi who said that every act of terror will be considered as an act of war. उन्हें जवाब देना पड़ेगा कि उन्होंने क्या एक्शन लिया. Secondly, today the nation still awaits answer that where did the explosives come from? How did the perpetrator slip through layers of surveillance? And how could every intelligence input fail under a government that boasts of national security day and night? And had Modi ji shown some courage during Operation Sindoor and not accepted the ceasefire, आज ये हमला हुआ ही ना होता. And now shamelessly they are praising the failure of intelligence agencies. ये कह रहे हैं कि जी बड़ा हमला हो सकता था. भाई साहब, 13 लोगों की जान गई है, 100 से ज्यादा लोग जो हैं घायल हैं. क्यों? क्या उनकी जान की कीमत नहीं है? क्या उनकी जान की कीमत नहीं है?
You know, opposition में रह के बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी बातें बोलना आसान होता है, सरकार चलाना मुश्किल होता है. As a government, you have to be pragmatic. Until and unless you have 200% proof, until and unless your investigation is complete, until and unless you have joined all dots, a government of a country doesn't come out and name another country. That is my understanding, but I will give 20 seconds to Radhika Kheda to respond to that criticism. And once again, much like the Congress spokesperson, Mr. Panwar, even you are embarrassed by what one of your senior most leaders, Saurabh Bharadwaj, has put out. The Chief Minister of Delhi and the Prime Minister of Delhi showing, you know, with the victims, one with a bandage and one without a bandage. Trying to say what? I mean, come on, yaar, on an issue as serious as this, at least raise serious points like you have just now. But I'll give Radhika 20 seconds to respond.
Yeah, the buck doesn't stop at Saurabh Bharadwaj. How are you forgetting Sanjay Singh? He's gone on to defend the terrorists. Like I said, these people, the Indi Thak Bandhan or the Lat Bandhan, they can choose Namak Swad Anusar. They are now becoming the spokespersons of Pakistan. And we've seen that entire Operation Sindoor ke samay. They were brand ambassadors and poster boys of the Pakistan. The Pakistan continuously was showing there, and you know it for a fact, even at the UN Assembly Security Council, हर जगह पाकिस्तान विश्व भर में राहुल गांधी को ही quote करता है. राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस के ही ट्वीट चलाता है. ऐसा क्यों? इतना क्या प्रेम है आपस में? क्या इनकी तालमेल चलती है? एंड श्रेया, why will we be scared? हम वो लोग हैं जिनके नेतृत्व में सेना ने जाके घर में घुस के मार के आए हैं. And our army chief, our air force chief and navy chief have said on record, may I remind both the Indi Lat Bandhan people over here, that ऐसा हमें पहली बार हुआ है. हमें open hand दे दिए गए थे. And the army chief said it categorically in a press प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कि हमारे हाथ बांधे नहीं गए थे, हमें खुली छूट दी गई थी, आपको जैसा करना है आप करिए.
ठीक है,
That speaks for itself.
Okay. We'll leave it there for the moment. I think we've heard from all sides. The one thing that is very clear, you know, Anumaji, I'm completely out of time, but the one thing very clear is that the Congress this evening did not, even the Congress this evening did not want to defend what Mr. P. Chidambaram has said. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, Radhika, for joining us. Wing Commander Anuma, I'm sure you know there's more you want to say, but I'm completely out of time. And Advocate Anmol Panwar, National Spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, thank you very much. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.